Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, November 5th. And you can see pretty balmy temperatures out there this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s. Again, a little cooler over in Newaygo. Could be some patchy fog around this morning. We're certainly going to see more in the way of clouds this morning. We could see some afternoon breaks. And again, we'll still continue to be very warm with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Here in Breckenridge, we could approach a record high. I haven't hit one yet, but the record for today is 71 degrees set back in just 2008, so not that long ago. And again, we could tie or break that record as well. And again, very warm across the area, but we expect a pretty good rain and a strong cold front to change our pattern here. And we'll have quite a cool weekend coming up into early next week before we begin another warm up as we get towards the middle of next week, as we kind of repeat the cycle once again. So we still got plenty of opportunities for some very warm air here yet in November, as we expected this to be a month of above to much above normal temperatures. Currently, we're about 17.5 degrees above normal per day for these first 5 days of the month. And if we look at the weather map for later today, you can see a series of low pressure systems will continue to track off to our northwest, but this whole system is eventually pushing to the east, and the main system will come out in move up towards Lake Superior here over the next 24 to 36 hours, and that's going to help tug a lot of moisture up into the Great Lakes, and eventually we'll see that rain begin here probably this evening in the southwest part of the state around 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and move across the state here by midnight. And I think all areas will see, again, a pretty good solid 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Could even be a couple of thunderstorms, and in the areas that do get thunderstorms, you can see locally heavier amounts, maybe up around 3/4 of an inch or so. But for the most part, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. If we put the weather map into motion for tomorrow, and you can see the low pressure off to the north, the cold front will be advancing its way towards the Great Lakes, and that'll end the precipitation, I think, sometime during the mid-morning to very early afternoon hours on Friday, followed by temperatures that'll be steady or slowly falling during the afternoon down to around 50 after morning highs into the upper 50s. If we look at the precipitational water map for tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, or excuse me, this is 1 a.m. Friday morning, tomorrow morning, you can see in this area of the purple and second shade of purple, about 250 to 275% of the normal water in the atmosphere that's available. And again, that definitely shows we've got a very moist system coming through, but the cold front moving pretty quickly will keep rainfall amounts in check. If we look at the forecasted amount off the GFS this morning, you can see it's a little bit more robust on a 0.6Z versus the 0Z run, showing all areas between 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and then across central Michigan, even areas between 1/2 to 3/4, and even up to maybe 8 or 9/10. So certainly a pretty decent rainfall coming. It'll move out quickly. We have a fairly dry pattern moving in for late tomorrow into all day Tuesday, I believe. And we could see even part of Wednesday hold off and be dry, but then our next weather system will move in then. So about 4 or 5 days of dry weather with the cooler temperature. Certainly sugar beets will probably get going this weekend. I haven't heard for sure. And if we look at the next map, you can see overall over the next 7 days, much of the state of Michigan picking up between 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain across the area. So we're going to continue to see, I think, warmer than normal conditions continue right on through the next couple of weeks, along with periods of rain every so often, giving us above normal precipitation. You can see that on the WPCs. They have the Great Lakes under the greatest risk of having above normal temperatures, along with above normal precipitation from Missouri into the state of Michigan. And if we slide this down to the 8 to 14 day outlook, you can see once again there, the best chance of warmer than normal conditions will be across the upper plains, the Great Lakes into New England. And the best chance of above normal precipitation will be from the Gulf to the Great Lakes into New England and the East Coast as well. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day, and 73s to all.